What if your so-called distraction-free workspace is actually a trap, clouding your mind more than you realize? As you strive for that perfect environment, you may overlook critical warning signs of emotional overload. Picture this: you're at your pristine desk, yet a nagging unease lingers. This goes beyond just a messy room. It's about the chaos brewing inside your mind. Every day, you are bombarded with an overwhelming 75 to 100 gigabytes of information. Your brain wasn't built to handle this level of cognitive overload. In your quest to eliminate distractions, you might inadvertently be increasing mental clutter. Imagine sitting in a meeting, nodding along, but your thoughts are racing, worrying about an email you forgot or that grocery list. This isn't multitasking, it's cognitive chaos, like having 50 tabs open on a dial-up browser. Here's the kicker: the more you tidy up your physical space, the more emotional clutter you may be ignoring. Have you ever felt that tightness in your chest or that persistent fog? These are urgent warning signs your brain is sending, pleading for attention while you fixate on organizing your desk. While you maintain that polished workspace, you might be sidelining feelings of anxiety or stress, convincing yourself that a calm environment guarantees a clear mind. But that's a dangerous illusion. So, what's the solution? Recognize that emotional clarity isn't just about cutting distractions. It's about confronting the mental clutter. You can't organize your feelings like you can a desk. Take a moment to breathe deeply, allowing those racing thoughts to settle. You might be surprised at how clarity can emerge from stillness. Incorporate moments of reflection into your day, whether through journaling or simply sitting in silence. It's during these pauses that you can start to untangle the mess in your mind. Remember, while a clean space can boost productivity, it's your emotional landscape that truly matters. Don't let the pursuit of a distraction-free environment blind you to the chaos within. Should you to the well, that's true. Embrace the mess before you can find peace. Reflect on your mental clutter. You may uncover a clearer path ahead. Have you ever found yourself trapped in your thoughts, even when your surroundings are perfectly organized? You're not alone. Many are discovering that a distraction-free workspace might actually cloud their emotional clarity. Imagine sitting down to work in a spotless environment. Your desk is tidy, there's no clutter, and everything is in its place. Initially, it feels empowering. But as you dive into your tasks, a nagging feeling starts to surface. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something feels off. What if I told you that this intense focus could be muddying your emotions? In our pursuit of productivity, we often overlook a subtle danger. A cluttered mind isn't just about physical distractions. It can also stem from overly rigid environments that demand too much focus. Take Sarah, for instance. She works in a meticulously organized office, convinced that a distraction-free zone will boost her creativity. Yet, with every email she answers and every report she files, her emotions begin to blur. Instead of feeling motivated, she feels numb. The truth is, when you isolate yourself in that bubble of intense focus, you might be shutting out important emotional signals. You could miss the frustration brewing beneath the surface or the joy quietly waiting for your attention. It's like putting your feelings on mute in the name of productivity. So, what's the hidden cause of this? It's not just about the workspace, it's about your mindset. The belief that you must maintain laser focus at all times can stifle your emotional awareness. This constant push for efficiency can lead to an emotional backlog, feelings piling up until they explode at the most inconvenient moment. Picture this: you finish a long day feeling accomplished, but then a minor setback sends you spiraling. Why does this happen? Because you've been so focused on your tasks that you forgot to check in with yourself. The stakes are high. If you continue down this path, you risk burnout not just from the workload, but from the emotional disconnect that comes from ignoring your feelings. That's a dangerous game to play. So, what can you do? Start by breaking the cycle. Allow yourself moments to pause, breathe, and feel. Yes, staying focused is important, but those feelings, whether joy, frustration, or anxiety, are just as vital. It's time to embrace a new approach. Create small breaks to reconnect with your emotions. Maybe take a walk or spend a few minutes journaling. It's in these moments that clarity will begin to return. As we wrap up, remember this: emotional clarity isn't an obstacle to productivity, it's the foundation of it. By giving yourself permission to feel, you'll not only enhance your work but also enrich your life. So, what will you choose? A cluttered mind or an emotionally aware one? The decision is yours. What if I told you that your quest for a distraction-free workspace might actually cloud your emotional clarity? Surprising, right? But stick with me, this might reveal something you've overlooked. Picture this: you've meticulously organized your desk, cleared away every piece of paper, and silenced all notifications. You feel proud and ready to tackle your tasks. Yet, beneath that neat surface lays an unexpected pressure to maintain this perfect environment, creating tension you didn't anticipate. Consider how you might spend hours searching for the ideal lighting for your workspace, only to realize you are avoiding a deeper issue: your thoughts. In striving for the perfect atmosphere, you may be neglecting the mental clutter that needs your attention. Remember a time when your thoughts felt overwhelming? The more you tried to focus, the more chaotic your mind became. It's a paradox: the harder you chase clarity, the cloudier things can get. Ironically, in pursuing a distraction-free space, you might be adding to your internal noise. Many underestimate the emotional weight of their surroundings. A beautifully organized desk can feel like a fortress, but what happens when you overlook the emotional baggage lurking in your mind? It's akin to building a structure without a solid foundation. Now, consider this: what if the clutter in your mind is tied to your workspace? Perhaps it's that unfinished project or unresolved feelings about work you're avoiding. This emotional clutter can be just as distracting as the physical mess you are trying to eliminate. As you strive for a distraction-free life, a new question arises: is your focus on the external affecting your internal peace? By fixating on creating the perfect workspace, you might be neglecting the messy emotions that need your attention. Ironically, in trying to eliminate